So what's up, you guys? This is Josh Gilliam here with Ascension Athletics. Today I just want to talk about, taking your body to the next level. And the reason why I want to talk about this, I've been getting a lot of people, a lot of guys in general, but a lot of people just ask, how do I take my body to the next level? How do I break this plateau? How do I even get started? And I just want to talk about 3 things that I've always thought about since the day I stepped foot in the gym. And I've pretty much always thought about this, it's just like, I didn't just step in there just like, I'm just trying to lift weights. I stepped in there knowing that, it would take some, let me tell you what it is. 3 steps. Consistency. The 3 steps are going to be consistency, knowledge, and time. Okay? So going more in depth about this, I always knew that, I would need to be consistent. I can't just step in the gym because I'm going to the beach this summer and expect to see, lifelong results, to see some aggressive, tangible results that are going to just be there, for life. That are just going to be there, that are going to make people question, Josh, how did you do what you do? And I knew that if I didn't take it seriously, that I wouldn't ever get to where I wanted to get to. It's not like a lot of people want to be able to have the body they want, but not necessarily work for it. And you have to work for it. So like I said, we're going to go into these 3 things: consistency, knowledge, and time. So starting with consistency. Consistency would be, if you're a beginner, I recommend 4 to 5 days a week in the gym. 4 to 5 days. And this is just for you to pretty much just get comfortable with going, get in the routine, and just understand that, this is where I need to keep going. This is the environment, that I need to be in, whether it be in the gym or whether it just be jogging outside in the park. This is what I need to do consistently 4 to 5 days a week for the majority of the year. And just keep doing it. This is your developmental stage. This is the stage where you're understanding that, I'm building a foundation, I'm investing in my body, I'm investing in my health, and I'm building my character. I'm understanding that by doing this, it's going to make me a better person inside and out, of course. So 4 to 5 days a week is a beginner phase. Once you get comfortable with, physical activity, putting yourself through stress a little, putting your body through stress and understanding that this is good, I like this. 5 to 6 days a week. 5 to 6 days a week is saying, I like this, I like the feeling of the endorphins and releasing in my system when I'm working out, and I feel great. This is the high that keeps me coming back. But I want more. So 5 to 6 days a week is what you're gonna need to be able to take you to the next level. You're never gonna meet a person that really looks good. Like, dang man, let me go ask them what they doing. You're never gonna meet a person that looks that good. Sorry, y'all, my camera had shut down. But like I said, you'll never see a person that said that they work out, maybe 3 days a week tops, maybe 2 days a week tops, and they just they look that good that you just over there like, dang man, at least not. Let me put it this way: you're not gonna get a person that turns your head, and let's say per se they do physical activity, which is like their job might require them to work out a lot or do physical activity, so that keeps them in shape. But that's still counted as working out. But you're not gonna meet a person that doesn't do some kind of physical activity at least, I'd say 4 to 6 days a week, that's gonna turn your head. You know what I'm saying? You have to work for this. So get it back on track here. The next thing would be to be aware of why are you doing what you're doing? Why am I drinking this soda knowing that it has 50 to 70 calories in it? Why am I eating this? Do I understand that this has a consequence on the way I look? Do I understand that this has a consequence on the way I feel? Just becoming knowledgeable about, and I'll get to knowledge too, but becoming knowledgeable about what you're putting in your body. Whether you're a person that pretty much tracks your macros, or you're a person that meal preps, you have to consistently go to the gym and be aware of what you're putting into your body. So the second thing I'm going to get into is knowledge. You have to gain the knowledge. The knowledge is going to be where the knowledge comes into place is, I've got to the point where I'm going to the gym daily, but in order to take this to the next level, I have to understand, what I'm putting in my body might affect me in a negative way or a positive way. So I have to understand, why do I need to drink a lot of water? Why do I need to eat a lot of protein to be able to gain muscle? You have to come up with a system. So my system is And not only just knowledge on just like what you're putting in your body, you have to come up with knowledge on how we do what we do. Okay, so I have a system. What I do is wake up in the morning, I do some posing. Those of you that know me know that I do a lot of posing. So I do a lot of posing. Wake up in the morning, do a lot of posing, take my fiber powder, drink my water, have my first meal, and throughout the day, you know, I go to work, I do what I do, I train my clients and stuff like that. But I also, before I work out, there's one thing that I always do. I always make sure that I've always done it to be able to keep me going, keep me motivated, and keeping my eye on the prize. So I take about 10 to 15 minutes, you know, I just sit there, you know, I just put my headphones in, listen to a little bit of music, and I think to myself, you know, Josh, what do you want to do in the next 5 years? You know, what do you want to see yourself doing this time next year? A lot can happen in a year. Think back to where you were this time last year and think about how much has happened in your life. So think to myself, you know, what do you want to do in the next 5 years, and what are you training for? You know, who do you want to inspire? What person do you want to be? I don't like to live in a moment. I like to think about the future. So that's why I always tell people, you know, think about how this is going to affect you in the future, because what you're doing today can put you back tomorrow. And a lot of people just say, oh, we got another day. You know what I'm saying? Or they don't think about it like that. But what you're doing today can put you back tomorrow. So make the right decision to go to the gym, to build a system, to be able to understand that, you know, this is a 24/7 job. You know, when you go to your 9 to 5, that you're there from 9 to 5. But your body is your body. That's your temple. You got to take care of it. And that's how you take your body to the next level. So I sit there, I think about music. I listen to music. I think about what I want to achieve in the next 5 years. And I go to the gym and I just kill it, man. I start throwing weights around. But anyways, that's another topic for another day. I go to the gym and I just go ahead and I go work out. And while I'm working out, you know, I'm thinking about what I want to look like on stage. I think about, you know, what I want to look like in clothes. I know you females like that, but right, or you might want to think about what you want to look like outside of clothes. But anyways, I think about all these things, you know, and I'm pretty sure all of us do. You know, when you look at yourself in the mirror in the morning and you're like, dang, you know, at least I look good in these pants, or, you know, or at least I look good in this kind of shirt, guys, for your arms, you know, I guess you could kind of think about, like, how would I look if I didn't have clothes on? I don't want you to strive to look good if somebody saw you butt naked. Just butt naked, just walking outside. I want you to think about that, okay? So get your body to the point where you'll be able to go outside butt naked and you'll be all like, you know, I am who I am. And, you know, I'm proud to be who I am and I'm proud of the way I look. But anyways, getting back on topic, that's the system that you need. That's what works for me. Always thinking in the future, thinking about why I'm doing what I'm doing. You know, that's the knowledge that I've always told myself, that being knowledgeable of what you want to do in the future is what's going to help you. The further you can see in the future, the better short-term decisions you're going to make. And that's always the case for anybody, because you know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, then you're not going to be able to make good decisions short-term. So, but yeah, I pretty much put a system together and I just execute and I just keep going. I keep going until I hit those goals. And third and last but not least, time, man. I know you guys hate to hear this, and fellas, I mean, I know you guys hate to hear this for the amount of muscle you're gonna be able to put on. When you're gonna see it, when are my biceps gonna grow? Time. It takes time, man. You know, it's what did Kevin Hart say? It took him like what, 19, 18 years to get to where he wants to get to. It takes a long time to be able to do this stuff, man. I saw that a long time ago when I was a kid. You know, I heard about these things about, you know, these businesses taking forever to build, and, you know, these people starting at a very, very young age to be able to achieve excellence and greatness. So I just was like, you know what, I'm going to invest in my body. And this is just something that I've always been addicted to. And yes, I say addicted because I've always been addicted. Very passionate about what I do. Very passionate about sharing this information to people, you know, to help them understand that you can do the same thing. So, and I'm not saying that I'm great. I'm not saying I'm the best. I'm just saying that, you know, I've worked very hard to achieve what I've achieved over the years. And I've always understood that it took time. So going to the breakdown of timing, a beginner is going to be for your first 2 years. This is your growth phase. This is where, you know, you're mentally and physically, and I'm going to cover these two, you're mentally and physically developing what you need to be able to keep going, the stamina. You're either going to keep going or you're just going to drop, you know. So if you can understand that if you can get past these first 2 years, then you can go ahead. I mean, you're pretty much set, you know. So you're growing physically because you're just your body's seeing all kinds. Your body's getting all kinds of stress that put on it. And you're just like your body's just like I gotta respond. You're lifting all this weight. I need to adapt. You're changing my eating habits. I need to adapt. And that's when your body is just kind of just like you see all the improvements. And you're mentally, the mental phase, the mental part of it is that you're understanding that when I was just going to school and coming home daily, I was just going to school and coming home daily. Now I'm going to school, going to the gym, hitting the weights or doing whatever I do, and I'm releasing all these endorphins. And for those of y'all don't know what endorphins are, those are what makes you, that's a chemical that's released. It makes you feel great. It's a natural high. So you're starting to get adapted to working out. You're thinking like, man, like I love this stuff, man. I can't get enough of it. So you're starting to work out more and more and more, and you're starting to become accustomed to it. So then you decide, I want more. I want to take my physique to the next level. And like I said, most of you can make it past these first 2 years. You're set. Second one is going to be intermediate. So this is when you've been past 2 years and you're going all the way to 5. Between 2 to 5 years, and you start to notice like, my arms, they were small and then they kind of grew very fast, but it seems like I'm hitting a plateau. It seems like I'm kind of like slowing up a little bit. And this is because you're hitting the phase where you need to pretty much implement. You're growing still, but you need to implement knowledge to that growth. You're going to have to, keep giving it a little bit of boost, giving it a little bit of more kick starts to keep your muscles growing or keep the body fat coming off to be able to see more and more improvements, because it takes time. Your muscles and your body, they have to be synchronized to time. I mean, they have to submit to time. That's where it takes time. You keep pounding your body, you keep exercising daily and investing in yourself, you will, enjoy it later. So, anyways, growth and knowledge. So those are the two things. You're going to see growth, but you're also going to need to be knowledgeable and have a system. So, like I said, the first 2 years, you can just kind of do whatever. You can work out as long as you're working out consistently and you're going hard and you're actually understanding what you need to do. You're going to see results. But understand that you are going to hit a plateau. Just like anything in life, you're going to hit a plateau, and you're also going to need to keep figuring out new ways. It's just like these businesses, when they open up their first location, then they want to open up a second location. They're doing their market analysis. We did our market analysis in Chicago. We understood the people there, but now we're trying to expand to a different location. We're trying to expand to a whole new realm of people. We're trying to go to Charlotte, North Carolina. So we have to do our market analysis. Sorry, I don't know why my camera keeps shutting off, but like I said, so you went from Chicago to Charlotte, and you did your market analysis when you first opened up your business, but now you got to do it again. But for some reason, you wonder like, why do I have to do a market analysis for another location? Well, because we don't know what's here. And it's the same thing with your body. You have to understand that, even though I've been at it for a while, things are different now. I'm getting older. I'm in a different, you might graduate college, you're moving. I'm getting older. My body's responding to stuff differently. You're understanding that, to be able to continue growth, you're going to have to adapt and, apply knowledge to yourself and invest in yourself. And if you can make it past this phase, you get into that phase where the top, I'd say, 5% are at, and that's where you're advanced. You're now advanced. Congratulations. And you've been training for more than 5 years. And after these 5 years, you're understanding that, whatever I do, if I'm going to see any growth, it's going to be because I'm applying knowledge, just straight knowledge to everything. I'm being regimented. I'm understanding, when I put these certain things in my body that, this is going to happen at this time, and this is going to happen at this time, and this is when I need to go do this. And I need to understand that, this is the amount of sleep I need. This is the amount of sleep that will keep me growing. This is the amount of water I need. This is the amount of protein I need. Understanding meal timing, just different things that you need to know to be able to keep yourself growing. And by this stage, mentally you're there. You're understanding that, sometimes when you get into fitness and you're taking your body to the next level, you have to understand that you're going to have to be satisfied with not being satisfied. And that's just because after a little while, you just really, you look good, but you could always look better, so that's just my spiel to you guys to be able to get you to understand these are the 3 things, pretty much consistency, knowledge, and time. These 3 things, if you implement these 3 things and you're thinking about consistency, knowledge, and time, repeat it, consistency, knowledge, and time. If you think about these 3 things, throughout your fitness journey, you'll be able to achieve your results. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to achieve your goals. You'll be able to add that muscle. You'll be able to lose that fat. And like I said, consistency, knowledge, and time. You have to always keep thinking about that and understand that, you know, a lot of times nowadays people think that, you know, we're going to get stuff now. And that's not necessarily the case. You know, it takes time. You know, a lot of people want stuff now. They want it in an instant. They want it right now. And it takes time. So I know I keep repeating myself, but I hope you guys enjoyed the info that I've told you and apply it. So anyways, be looking out for more videos coming soon. Follow me on Instagram at Joshua GLLM, as well as ascension.athletics. You guys take it easy, and I'm out.